up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz in another edition of Breaking BOOMZ. We got another one. Yes. Last night, Maxwell Roy, the big man out of Philly, committed to the Buckeyes. We're going to talk about that. Before we get rolling, though, please make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. And if you're listening on podcasts, please make sure you're following the show in your favorite podcast app. And, I'm on the socials, mostly on Twitter, but I'm also on Instagram a lot, Facebook. So check it out there. Just search the Buckeye Cast. That's all. It's very simple. Thinking about doing a show Thursday afternoon. My guy Johnny recommended 3:30. So, hey, that might work for me. Yeah. Well, I'll let you know, though. Keep it locked in here. Hit the bell. You'll get notified whenever we decide to go live. And Jeff and Sean will be returning for our Sunday show a week from this Sunday. I think that's the 14th. So I wanted to let this holiday week get through. Then we'll get back into our regular Sunday night shows. And I'll be doing the Friday shows as well. Probably not this week. If we do a Thursday holiday show, Holiday Miracle, then we'll probably not do a Friday show this week. But anyway, let's get into our guy here, Maxwell Roy. Max Roy. He's got two first names, so I don't usually trust a guy with two first names, but he's from St. Joe's Prep in Philly, so kind of cancels each other out, right? So let's talk about Max. The Buckeyes stay hot on the trail. We are freaking crushing it, man. We're going to talk about the team rankings, where we line up there. But Max is 6'3", 285 out of St. Joe's Prep in Philly, or Jersey, whatever you want to call it, South Jersey. He's a 4-star in 9186, nationally ranked 229, number 26 D lineman, number 8 player in Pennsylvania. Now, right off the top, I got to say, this is another win over Michigan, the Cheaters, on the recruiting trail. Mark it down. This should be remembered as another Buckeye victory on the recruiting trail over the Cheaters. Just want to make sure that that's clear. And I said it twice for emphasis because it was down to Ohio State and the Cheaters. So Buckeye win. Eat it, Cheaters. So let's talk about Maxwell here. His scouting report, he was evaluated almost a year ago by 24/7's national recruiting analyst, Brian Doan. Sturdy, powerful interior defensive lineman who is tough against the run. Athletic, plays low to win leverage battles. Has verified size and length, a 79-inch wingspan. Wow, man. I don't know what mine is. I'm definitely not looking at 79 inches. That's what she said. Hey, shows versatility in schemes. He plays in St. Joe's Prep base defense as a 3-4, but he can also play in a 4-3. He uncoils when firing off the ball and can shoot gaps, displays power in lower body by exploding up and into offensive linemen at the snap. He has strength throughout his frame, can anchor and take on blocks in the running game, and to allow linebackers to make tackles from behind him. Demonstrates stack and shed ability and flexible throughout his frame, which translates from his wrestling career. He went 37-9 as a sophomore and finished third in his district as a wrestler. He wrestles in the 285-pound weight class. How many dudes are in that class in a district? 5? It can't be that many. How many 285-pound dudes are walking around? Maybe there's more. I don't know. It's Philly. A lot of cheesesteaks going down. Anyway, he moves his feet well, continually plays with his shoulders above his knees. He can redirect along the line of scrimmage and has a willingness to chase down plays from behind. Uses his quickness to get into the backfield, moves well laterally. He shows very good body control. He turns his torso and dips his shoulder to get underneath and inside offensive linemen. He uses his hands and flashes quickness. He has to continue to work on his technique to get the most from his power and speed. He'll continue building strength while retaining quickness and flexibility. That's important. but high-level prospect who could play early at a top 10 program, possesses NFL draft potential. So as he's also, like I mentioned, a heavyweight wrestler for St. Joe's. He competes in track and field as well. Athletically, has a very high ceiling. The Buckeyes put a great value in multi-sport stars. We talk about it all the time. A lot of guys play basketball, stuff like that. He plays one tech for the Hawks, St. Joe's Prep Hawks. They usually run a 3-4, but he's very likely to line up as a 3 tech at Ohio State in the Buckeyes 4 down front. So now the St. Joe's Prep pipeline is wide open, just like the Glenville pipeline. This one's wide open, and it just squirted somebody out for the second time in this class. Roy picked the Buckeyes over a final 6 of the cheaters: Oregon, Wisconsin, Rutgers, and Duke. Again, Oregon being a menace on the trail. Ultimately, his decision came down to Ohio State versus the cheaters, though, and he took official visits to both schools back in June. So the Buckeyes had been a steady favorite for Roy for a while. Excuse me, pipes are getting dry already. But the Buckeyes were just behind in the last 2 months or so. The cheaters, got the final official visit. So another case where the final visit doesn't always pay dividends for the school. So recruiting experts were favoring the cheaters. The Buckeyes really made a push since his June 14th visit to Columbus. And that push was led by Ryan Day, Jim Knowles, Larry Johnson, all of them working together to get Max Roy in the fold. His recruitment really flipped to the Buckeyes about 36 hours after he left Ann Arbor on his official. Roy said, quote, "One of the reasons I chose Ohio State is because of Coach Johnson. He is great at what he does, and he's a great person, and I want to be coached by him." So Max Roy makes commitment number 22 for the Buckeyes. We've never had 22 dudes by this time in the cycle. So he's the third defensive lineman to commit to Larry Johnson in the last week. He joins Alabama's Zion Grady and North Carolina's Trajan Odom. Those three, along with London Merritt, who's already committed, Zahir Mathis, already committed, give us a huge wave of reinforcements heading into Columbus for Coach Jay. Max Roy joins his fellow St. Joe's Prep player, Isaiah West, the running back, in the Ohio State class. So, and that's his decision brings a dream of his to reality. Roy said, quote, "Ohio State's been my dream school for as long as I can remember. Watching college football, to be able to commit to Ohio State is a dream come true." So the Buckeyes are going to get thin at defensive tackle after this season. You got Ty Hamilton, Tywan Malone, Tyleek Williams, Hero Canoe. All of them are draft eligible. Not that all 4 will declare, but they're eligible. You know, Ty and Tyleek are probably gone for sure. So that's half of that group. But the big thing is experience is lacking in that D tackle group. And it was key for the Buckeyes to focus heavily on the interior D line moving forward with 2025 and beyond. And they also could recruit by not promising playing time, but saying the opportunity is there for early playing time. Now the Buckeyes got to work on committing or flipping Auburn commit and Zion Grady's friend, Malika Autry. So if Roy looks like a 3 technique, Autry would be your true 1 tech, your nose guard. So the Bucks and the Ducks are putting some distance between themselves and the rest of the Big Ten in this recruiting class, in the 2025 class. So I think we're going to get close to 30. But looking at the national rankings right now by average recruit, LSU's number 1 still at a 9.401. The Buckeyes 9.370. Oregon 9.369, so just behind us. Then Bama 9.350, tied with Florida State 9.350. Georgia 9.308. Clemson 9.301. A&M 9.166, so quite a drop off, like a 1.5 from Clemson to A&M. And then Auburn, Notre Dame, the Cheaters, Texas. So Yeah, I think we're going to get very close to 30, maybe 29. I'm holding in a sneeze right now. All right, did it. That was easy. It just means a big sneeze is coming later. Anyway, oh, that's enough information that people don't care about. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. You pumped up about Max Roy? Hopefully, we got some more dudes coming this week. We got more announcements, commitments being made. I just learned yesterday that Riley Pettijohn, the linebacker from Texas, is announcing this Saturday. So hopefully that goes in the Buckeyes' favor. I feel good about Laurinaitis and what he's done in that recruitment. So we'll see how it plays out. But other than that, keep it locked in here. Hopefully we got some more booms coming this week, and I'll have them for you. So I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.